What's good, YouTube? It's your man Thomas, aka Nate's Boxing Nation. I usually don't make videos like this, but I'm making this video to touch on a very important subject. Terrance Crawford versus Jaron Ennis. That fight needs to happen. It needs to happen. And if Terrance Crawford is not going to fight Jaron Ennis, he needs to drop the belts. You know what I mean? Because it's just not right, if you ask me. It's the same guy before he was champion. Wanted a championship shot. And I'm quite sure he probably felt that the champions didn't want to fight him, but the champions that did fight him before he became champion. In the champion's mind, was Crawford a lose-lose situation? Same thing with Spence. Was Spence a lose-lose situation before he became champion? You know? And now that Boots is in the way, they got these excuses. I seen Crawford on a couple podcasts. He was on Gillian Wallow and them show. And he was on FaceTime with Mr. Bosey and Boots. And he asking Boots, when did you call me out? When did you call me out? But yet, he's the same guy that said that he followed Boots since the amateurs. And if you follow Boots since the amateurs, then you know that his last 4 or 5 fights, he's been calling Crawford out. You know, so that right there automatically tells me that Crawford knew that he wasn't going to fight Jaron Ennis. You know, they tried to get Boots to leave Showtime to come to BLK Prime to fight Crawford. You know, and I don't know what makes... It doesn't make sense because they knew that Mr. Bosey and Steven Espinoza wasn't going to make that move with BLK Prime just to fight Crawford. Like, they already had the contract with Showtime. So they'll say, oh, you were offered the fight, but, you know, you were in the WBO rankings. But, bro, come on, man. He was with Showtime. I mean, was David Avanesian a lose-lose situation? You fought David Avanesian. Crawford to make more money fighting Boots than he made fighting Avanesian. He would make more money. That fight would definitely sell, man. So I don't understand, you know, when he's saying that Boots is a lose-lose situation. I do get it, though. It's a lose-lose situation because you just may lose. But, you know, I love Crawford, man. Crawford's a great fighter, man. Great fighter. He shows a perfect display of accuracy, defense, footwork, everything, man. He's the best. And if you're the best, give a guy that's coming up a shot at the title. If not, drop the belt. Drop the belt. It is sad because Boots is not probably going to be able to fight the actual champion for the belts. And I think by Crawford saying it's a lose-lose because if Boots beat him, he lose all the belts. And you lose. And then people are going to look at you like, oh, you lost to Boots, this and that. I mean, but come on. Y'all know Jaron Ennis is a great fighter now without a title shot. I mean, that's the reason why he's interim champion right now. You know, and it's sad how everybody's just like tucking him under the, you know, like tucking him or pushing him to the side to try to avoid him. But now it's hard to avoid Boots. You can't avoid him. But that's what's happening right now, avoiding him. I don't care if the money ain't right. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You should give that guy a shot because in your interview, you said, in Crawford's interview, Crawford said, yeah, Boots deserves a shot. He's a great fighter, you know what I mean? His skills. You yourself, Crawford, said that Boots deserves a shot. Give that man a shot. Give him a shot. But, you know, I think that Crawford, deep inside himself, said to himself, you know, I'm not gonna fight Boots. Even Bernie the Boxer. I seen an interview with Bernie the Boxer saying that, you know, we're just gonna let Boots take over. We're gonna drop the belts and drop him now. I mean, because Boots' next fight, he should be IBF world champion. And it's sad because he wasn't able to take the title from the champion. You know what I mean? I truly believe that if that was Boots in there fighting Errol Spence, it probably wouldn't even went past 3 or 4. I've been knew that. I've been knew that. Look at the styles, man. You know what I'm saying? If that was Boots in there with Crawford, it wouldn't have went that way either. The way Bud did Earl, with Boots in there, it wouldn't have went that way. It would have went the other way. And that's what I truly believe, and that's what I truly believe that Crawford knows as well. See, the problem with fighting Boots is you have to prepare for a guy like that. And some of these guys don't want to prepare for him because preparing for Jaron Ennis, you're putting your body through hell. And then you still may not win. But that's my guy, man. You know, but I think that Crawford should be a man of his word. And not saying that he said he was going to fight Boots, but just be a man of your word. And by you saying that Boots deserves a shot, you got all the belts, but you don't want to give him a shot. Like, it's fucked up. It really is. And, you know, I just wanted to touch on that, you know what I mean? Because I feel like if you the champion and you say a guy deserves a shot, give him a shot. If not, drop the belts. Drop the belts, man, because, you know, and I also want to say one thing, too. I feel sorry for the next guys that Boots fights for the rest of his career. For the rest of his career. I feel sorry for them guys. Because Boots is going to destroy them just to prove a point. You know what I mean? And then people are going to say, you know, well, damn, I see why Crawford and Spence didn't want to fight him. Y'all should be saying that shit the fuck now. Because, you know what I mean? It's obvious. It's been obvious. You know what I mean? But, you know, I just wanted to touch on this subject and make this video. But I just think that it's messed up that they just avoiding Ennis like that, and they're gonna just drop the belt and elevate him to champion. You know what I mean? He should be fighting the world champion for those belts, for that belt. Well, for those belts now, because one person has all the belts, and I think that Crawford, with his lose phrase or whatever he said, he knows that if Boots beats him, he loses all the belts and he loses everything. But even if, not saying that Crawford will beat Boots, but if Crawford does beat Boots, if he fights him, which he won't, let's just say he beats Boots, how is that a lose situation? You beat a guy who everybody feels as though is the next guy up. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it, man. You know what I mean? You already made, what, so much millions of dollars, man? Get that bull a shot, man. Stop fucking around. He need to get that bull a shot and stop fucking around. But then again, when you get that much money, you can fall back and do whatever the hell you want, right? I'll tell you one thing, though. I'll tell you one thing that I do know. When Boots becomes undisputed, he ain't ducking nobody. I guarantee you, Boots will defend that undisputed title maybe 2 or 3 times before he moves up, just to show everybody, like, I'm not these niggas. I'm not these niggas that get the belts and then want to duck the mandatory, or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But you know, it is what it is, man. I just wanted to make this video just to, you know, touch on something that I wanted to speak about. But like, subscribe, holla at your man.